here in Central Texas, our drought's only been getting worse over the last few months. Can you put our drought into some historical perspective?
Yeah, so when we look at what's been going on in Texas, and again, when we talk about Texas, that's even difficult because it is a large state and there's a lot going on across the state that, one part of the state, if you're in the northern panhandle, you're probably thinking, wow, things aren't too bad right now. But like you said, if you're in central Texas, you're really wondering, wow, when are we going to have this drought break? And so, many in the Texas area, when you start talking about the most recent droughts and how this one compares, many do go back to that 2010, 2011 time era. And some parts of Texas, we're seeing that drought continue all the way through 2015. It really peaked in that 2011, 2012 timeframe. And currently, we're not really approaching the level of magnitude of the drought that we saw, a decade or so ago, but we are seeing some parts of the state that are approaching. Some of the data and some of the indicators are starting to have similarities to that.
How do you calculate what amount of rainfall it would take to end a drought, or is that an impossible calculation?
And so saying with certainty, hey, we need 10 inches of rain to end this drought, it really does make a difference on how that precipitation comes. 5 inches of rain over 3 hours is different than 5 inches of rain over a 10-day period, and how that water can get into the ground. And again, a lot of that runs off, which is great for rivers and streams and reservoirs and lakes, but getting into the soil where plants, animals, and agriculture can utilize that moisture, that is much more difficult. What's unique about how the Drought Monitor puts this information together, it's all gauged on what the local climate is, the local conditions are. So we're not comparing dryness in Texas to that of Georgia or Maine or even Washington State or anything like that. Everything is geared towards what the local climate should be and what we've seen in the past, and how the current conditions are stacking up to what we have seen in that region over the last few years.
Wow. All right. Brian Fuchs, climatologist with the National Drought Mitigation Center. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me on.